Hey, welcome back to Thronebreaker. So let's check out this place. Nobody home. Nothing doing. Just a nice little homestead. Completely outside the war. They just didn't fancy it. Didn't really want to get involved. So I thought they'd just hole up there. Which is fine, I guess. Still no sign of this treasure from that map. Which is a little sad. Can we go out this way? Not so much. Alrighty. So, where are we off to now? Okay, last little bits. Looking good. There's still got quite a few treasure chests missing, I think. Let's try the scouts again. No? Okay. Alright, so let's go onwards. I mean, I'm not bothered about the treasure chests really, because they're just like online stuff, you know, and I don't really care for that much, so there we go. Which way should we go in? Let's go up here. Can we go this way? Your Majesty, the town is indeed deserted, but prisoners remain shackled in the dungeons beneath the courthouse. The Aedirnians must have forgotten them during their retreat. What should be done with them? We could use them to bolster our forces, though I have an inkling they may not prove the most disciplined of recruits. Yeah, no, I don't want such degenerates. Just leave them in the dungeon. I'm not risking the morale of my troops for 6 more. No bloody way. So is that it? Is that the last one? No, there is something else here. Where are you then? Over here maybe?
As Meve passed the city of Harmelin, one of the peasants she'd saved from Nilfgaardian captivity requested an audience.
Be taking leave of you here, milady. Folk from our parts lives in Harmelin. We'll manage. But, milady, we thank you for taking pity on us, time and again.
Yeah, cool. Bone talisman. Alright.
We've nothing, milady, or nears enough. Black-clad bastards took all's worth taking. Except in this amulet. Been in my family for ages, kept us from harm. May it do the same for you.
Meve wanted to say she did not believe in peasant superstitions, but when she took the ivory pendant in hand, she felt a curious warmth from it. The peasant bowed, then joined the others as they trod off towards Harmelin.
Okay, let's have a look. Do some building too before we get to the end of this area. Well, upgrading, I suppose. Right, bone charm. Where are you? There you are. A mysterious ability lies within. Okay. Colour me curious. Alright, let's switch out the decoy for now. I'm not using that too much, so we'll give that a shot. Yeah. You know what, actually, I want to get rid of the cavalry. I'm not using those too much. I always end up just swapping them out, so I'm not too bothered. Yeah. Otherwise, I think we're good. I'll get rid of an infiltrator too, because I'm not using those too often either. And who else do I want to put in? We'll leave it as that. We'll put another footman in. Yeah, they're pretty handy because they're always there at the beginning of the battle, so why not? Good. Now let's do some upgrading. So that's the big one, isn't it? So might as well do that, get it out of the way. Then we just got these two to do, and I guess these will be unlocked when we finish this area. So let's do that. Now we can make those, which is cool. There we go, Bomber Plus now. Yeah, like it. Like it, like it, like it. Okay. So let's get out of here.
We're safe behind these walls. At least for now we are. You've twice shown us mercy, Millie. May little I bless you twice over just the same. This pendant, your majesty, wear it round your neck, always. It'll keep evil from you. We're safe behind these walls. At least for now we are.
Okay, nothing out this way, is there? Don't think so. Okay. So yeah, I guess that chest is around somewhere. I'm not like I might come back and find it at some point, but I'm not too bothered about it because I'm not. Like I say, I'm not going to play the online game, so.
The Lyrians stood within 5 miles of Aldersberg when the road, which until now they had travelled alone, suddenly filled with all manner of folk. Peasants, merchants, and wounded fighters in tattered uniforms. They trod solemnly in the opposite direction, their worldly possessions on their backs.
Aldersberg's fallen, my lady.
Sighed one of the refugees with a forlorn shrug.
Outer walls breached. King still defends the old town, but black-clad goats are winning. You'd best turn back before it's too late.
We've nowhere to turn to, good man.
The Queen said, then spurred on her horse.
Follow me!
The Queen galloped so fast the wind squeezed tears from her eyes, the Lyrian cavalry close at her heels. Hoofbeats thundered down the high road, and the crowd of refugees parted, making a path for the charging riders.
Faster! Faster!
Soon they set eye on Aldersberg. A red glow filled the horizon. The wind carried screams and the clanking of steel. The once proud city was quickly turning to dust in the Nilfgaardian sun. The Nilfgaardian force moved to block the Lyrians' way. Without slowing, Meve cut down the infantryman who tried to drag her from her saddle with a hook. Her head in a winged helmet fell to the ground, leaving a bloody track.
Lyrians! Attack!
Meve shouted.
Take no prisoners!
Okay, here we go. Fall of Aldersberg. The invading forces ignored the Lyrians at first. After all, the Nilfgaardians were better equipped, better trained, and most importantly, held a considerable numerical advantage. However, their supremacy quickly began to vanish. Black-clad soldiers fell one after the other to the blows from Meve's infantry. The Nilfgaardian commander, watching in disbelief, trumpeted for reinforcements. Alright, just a standard battle. So I guess that means all 3 rounds as well. Alright, let's go. So, yeah, got a bit of a wild card here, haven't we? That could be interesting, so I'm going to leave that in. Yeah, I like that. The runestone might go, actually, to make room for another infantry card. Yeah. 2 slingers, nice. Yeah, black railer I like. Or 3 slingers, might be a bit too many. Let's change one of those. Yeah, that could be okay. Let's change. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Okay. Would like to pitfall trap, but we'll see.
Not now.
Yes.
Okay, so let's. Should we try this bone charm straight off the bat? Oh. Okay, moves everyone around, boosts us, and damages them. Okay. So let's do this as well. Sacrifice these. See what we get. Do that so we can get a nice point advantage and not actually, well, play any cards really. So let's end turn, see what they do. Might even just pass this round nice and early if we can get them to play a few. Although, well, probably better to play a few more because we get those 3 cards back, don't we? So we've got a bit of a numerical advantage here, but let's keep playing. See what we can do. Who am I willing to put out there? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just put you on.
I smell a leak.
Fire. Well, actually, I probably should have done the back row and then used Meve's ability on all 3 of them. Not the smartest, but whatever. I'm still going to attack all 3 of those. Nice. Okay. Okay, so probably going to do another round. Let's just play Scytheman.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Nilfgaard!
Still fine. So what is it? Damage an enemy by the number of your allied aunties. Still got that wrong. Okay. Okay. Right. So one more turn till we can do that. We're on 7 each now. So I'd like to... Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're probably going to play another slinger here. And we'll move 3 of these forward. Then... Yeah, then I'll end turn. So we've got a 30 advantage now. No, he's just passed as well, okay. Alright, well, that's pass 2, we'll take that round. So he's going to have a 1 card advantage. Let's see if we can even that up. Ooh, Pitfall Trap, nice. Keep hold of that for sure. Okay. So we could level it up, because I could just pass with Knickers there, and he's going to have to play something to win. And then we're both going to have 10 going into the final round. Or do I want to play a few and try and reduce that a bit? I think I might just pass it, actually. We'll get another card as well. Am I? No, let's play one of these. I'd like to get rid of this Crushing Trap as well. Whatever, don't even care. Just want, cause I'm not really that bothered about it, so I wanted to do that, and then I'll pass next turn. I'm still ahead, so... Well, not anymore. Do I want to just pass now, and then we'll go... Yeah, okay. So we'll just go head to head. 10 cards each. See what we can do. Okay, okay. No, these are quite annoying, these ones. After 1 turn on turn start, summon a copy of this unit from your deck. So let's put the Pitfall Trap in. I could just wipe it out with Meve's ability here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Damage enemy by 2 whenever an ally appears, gain 1 charge. Okay. So let's start doing things now then, shall we? Probably want to get the Wackenberg out. Hopefully it'll be able to survive. Yeah, let's get it out. Nuts. Okay. So I'm probably going to use Meve's ability next turn, so let's get our Scytheman out.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Okay, it's still alive. That's good. So I'm going to move all these 3 back there with Meve's ability. Do I want to play another card first, though? Boost allies at random by the total damage taken in this battle. So I don't really know best to play that. You know, I don't know when the best time is. You know, I might even do this and just wipe all these guys out with a slinger. Yeah, let's do that. And then, well, combined with Meve too. Actually, that might be a bit of a waste. I'm not sure I really need to do that, do I? Should I do it? So I get the boost here, we'll save it. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Get the boost to the loyalty bonus. Pretty good one. Nice point bonus. We're looking alright so far. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Would like to destroy that too. So we'll probably just get Black Railer out now, I think.
You'll never take me alive!
Okay, so I want to destroy these before we use Black Railer's ability, so let's do that with our rune. Right, that's them gone. Do I want to hold that actually? You know, I think I might wait on that. Oh, let's use it. And let's get a Pitfall Trap in the front row. Just get rid of that armor straight away. Now that. It's not good. Will it move them both back there? I think it might do, you know. Well, yeah, I might as well play that there now.
Fuck, our ass is moving.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
Okay, okay. Now might be time to play our artifact compression. Transform an enemy into a jade figurine and move it to your hand. Yeah, let's do that. Ah. Cool. If this unit takes damage, destroy it. Okay.
Aedirn.
Alright, well, we might as well put it out there, see what happens. Got him. Well, let's play this. I want to see how this works.
It's not too late to walk away.
I should have played it on the front because I get a boost there. Okay, let's try this. Okay. I've got to play this too, so let's do that here. Yeah, and that'll do it. Okay.
Your Grace, that was but their rear guard.
The Lyrians managed to scatter the Nilfgaardian battalion, one of many besieging Aldersberg. Their scouts brought before the Queen a prisoner freed from the invaders. Neve inquired about the situation in the city.
Turn the right slaughterhouse it has. The Imperials, they... King had the city cleared, my lady, but didn't budge himself. Holding out with his guard in Oldtown, walls still standing there. Said he'd fight to the end. Come with me.
Neve weighed her options. Doesn't look dire. Demavend, to whom she had come for help, needed help himself. Nilfgaard enjoyed an overwhelming advantage. The small Lyrian detachment stood no chance of breaking the siege. But to retreat, surrender, that was not something Neve did.
The Nilfgaardians do not expect a relief force. Rayla, you know Aldersberg. Can you lead us by side streets to the Oldtown, that we may avoid the largest part of the Nilfgaardian army?
The warrior nodded, and without waiting for any further orders, strode out in front of the party. Reynard followed her with his gaze, clearly troubled.
And what then, Your Majesty? We burst into the lion's den and...
And we pray the lion chokes. Follow me!
Alright, where are we now? Okay, oh, I guess we're making our way in still, okay. So let's pick up this stuff.
The walls, crushed and breached. The lower town in flames. Hundreds, thousands wounded. Thousands more fled. King Demavend will fight to the end. He'll save the city, or die with it. Turn back while you've the strength to run, while you have your life. Aldersberg falls! Aldersberg is lost! King Demavend will fight to the end. He'll save the city or die with it.
Oh, is this a optional thing?
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Oh, really?
Avot, Lyrian Quad, Ben Esna. Esna.
I told them we already got one. Ah, section end. You are approaching an important moment in your journey. If you choose to continue, you will not be able to resume any unfinished activity in this area. Wow, there's 3 chests. Okay, but like, I'm not... If they were in-game rewards, I would be finding those, but they're not, so I'm not that bothered about it. Okay, onwards.
Gods have mercy. And demons take it all.
Taking advantage of the confusion, Meve maneuvered her troops to the very walls of the Oldtown. Spying Lyrian banners, the defenders suspected a trap. But when they noticed Black Railer among them, they immediately lowered the drawbridge. The Old Town was a maze of brothels and shady taverns. In normal times, students and other pleasure seekers prowled its dark alleys. Now, tired soldiers slumped in every corner, though the Lyrians' arrival clearly buoyed their spirits. The Fraternal Realms warriors clasped each other's hands and swapped tales. Even Aedirn's King Demavend made no secret of his pleasure at seeing these unexpected arrivals.
Me! Of all the besieged cities in all the world, you walk into mine. Come to the rescue, have you?
To be quite frank, I've come to be rescued.
Oh, yes. I've heard much of the events in Lyria. Disgraceful. Such betrayal. However, as you might have noticed, things are none too rosy here either.
Yes, that is hard to miss.
I thought we'd trade blows with the Blackclads. Be an even match. 2 weeks. That sufficed to annihilate the army I'd spent my whole lifetime building.
Your Majesty, I cannot say what fate will bring, if we shall reach this war's end alive. But I wish to say now that I admire you.
Oh?
You evacuated the city, yet refused to evacuate yourself. You fight to the bitter end, like a hero.
But of course. A king must lead by example, after all. Especially in war.
Reynard, that rumbling, you hear it? Studded boots on cobblestones. The Nilfgaardians. Prepare the men for battle.
Yes, Your Grace.
So, now that we're alone, what's really going on?
What? Did you not hear? I'm defending my capital. Like a hero.
Wait a minute. Yeah, what's going on here?
Bent on suicide, rather. Demavend, I hate to retreat as much as the next ruler, but sometimes you must pull back to strike another day.
If we must be fully honest, there is another reason I've not left the city. See that building? That one there.
The brothel? The Crimson Bodice?
Precisely. So, promise not to laugh. I'm a patron. A loyal one, in fact.
What?
One of the girls there, Demeretta. She's marvelous. Makes me feel young again.
A young fool, you mean? Demavend, there's a war on, and...
Allow me to finish. Demeretta became, well, with child. Exactly 9 months ago. Understand now?
She's entered confinement, having contractions.
Since yesterday. You see, I cannot leave her like this. Can't have her moved. I must stay put until she gives birth.
And then what? Pray tell. Invite all of Nilfgaard to the christening?
No, my dear. There is a hidden tunnel deep beneath the city, leading far beyond its walls. Once the midwives cut the cord, we flee.
Well, okay, Demavend, if that's what you want to do.
I understand. For one's child, one would do anything.
Odd, isn't it? Amusing, even. Midst of a war, my kingdom burning all around. And I'm happy.
In that case, I can only hope your offspring, unlike mine, will continue to.
Your Majesties, the Nilfgaardians are attacking.
Meve, we must hold out. A few hours, that's all.
I'll do what I can.
Okay, here we go. Midwives advised that women in the throes of childbirth be surrounded with a sense of calm and security. Demaretta was afforded no such luxury. As she opened her eyes between contractions, she witnessed the flaming missiles and Nilfgaardian war machines streak across the sky and lifeless soldiers slide from the fort's wall. Faster, she whispered to her forthcoming infant son. Faster, my angel. Optional, eliminate enough Nausicaa brigade to give Demavend time to escape. Alright. Extra cards, cool. Okay, let's have a look here. Ah, we've got the wall this time, okay. What do we got? Heavy Fire Scorpion, permanent after fans on turn start, destroy castle gate. Ooh, okay. Could do a destroy on that then. King Demavend III. Reduce the counter by 1 for Nausicaa brigade destroyed. What counter? Oh, when the counter reaches 0, Meve wins the battle. Okay. Right, what do you got here? Spawn 2 Nausicaa brigades. Cooldown 1. Great, okay. Right then, let's have a look here. So yeah, I like that because we do a nice bit of damage straight away. Alchemist, no, you can go. That can do a nice chunk of damage straight away. That's not going to be too useful here, I think. Crushing Trap, not too bothered about that. Reynard, that'd be nice, but we don't really need him and Xavier. I don't think. I'm not sure. Gascon's going to be too useful. For you. Okay.
Defend the king! We must stop them!
Okay, let's get to work then. Every turn on turn end, move 1 row toward the opponent and duel a random unit on the row. So I guess that means this. Order damage an enemy by 2 of its destroyed spawn fire on this row. Oh god. Okay. So we got our ability here, so we can move them all to the back row. That might be a good way to go. Let's start with that. Very nice. So let's brought the counter down. Okay, let's move these guys, bring some other people in. Alright, that could work.
Watch your heads!
Okay. Now then. So we could leave him for a bit, I suppose. So let's just take him out. It's just 1, and then we'll do the rest on here. I'm gonna run out of space here pretty quickly, though. Not sure what we're supposed to do about that. Okay. Every turn on turn end, move 1 row forward. Oh, right, okay, that's that one. And damage an enemy by 4 and its adjacent by 2. It's also quite annoying. So let's use a slinger and just move them all back.
Knock out one of your teeth.
I could use this here actually. Well, I can put 1 more card down, so I might as well do it there. Well, it would be nice to destroy that one. Could just wipe them all out straight away. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take them all out. Get that down to 15. Get the count down a little bit. Okay. Okay, what's the eliminate enough Nausicaa brigade to give Demavend count? So is that optional? So I reckon I can do a fair bit of damage here, so why don't we... I'll save that for next turn, I think. So I can move I can move them all back with Meve and then use that to whack them all. Or I can move them back with a slinger right now. Yeah, let's do that.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Okay.
Meve! They're getting close! Devils take all, help me!
Hey.
Inarin Yalde Krolfair.
Bloody hell. Alright. Let's start doing some other stuff, shall we? I want to destroy this thing now. So let's do this. Then I'm going to do that. And it's down to 4. That's pretty good.
Barbarians.
Ugh. Oh, I don't like this.
Meve! We must hold on a bit longer.
Okay, okay. Could do that. And then use this ability. Let's do it. Oh, I didn't attack that one. Okay. So it's gonna do. So it'll take them all out except for this one. But they've passed now, haven't they? So let's just end the turn. Okay, okay. Now what can we do here? Now we can do this.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
And now we can do this. And win. Didn't really need to do that, but I wanted to, you know, really wipe them out. Ooh, right. Not a one-turn battle. Whoops. Okay, so what are we doing then? Let's see. You know, I could just pass here. And hope that, hope they don't kill Demavend. We're alive, and with a significant card advantage now. Would like to get some health back here, though. Oh my god. Damn it! Okay, round 2. Yeah. Got to watch out for Demavend, unfortunately. You can't just... Well, you can't really throw around because he'll just get attacked and wiped out, and that's you screwed. So let's get rid of that one. That I like. The runestone I like. That. Yeah, let's get rid of that, actually. Not too bothered about this. 2 pitfall traps. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, that'll do, I think. That'll do for now. Yeah, let's go.
Defend the king! We must stop them!
Okay, let's do this. Then do this. That's a good start. Okay, now let's get our other one on the back here. Then what should we do? So yeah, I want to get this counter down, and we can do that by destroying these. So that's a good way to keep going. So right, we're gonna have to end turn. Do I want to use this now though? Yeah, why not? Could get their ability, but we
no
get.
matter how rank the pouch.
Well, we'll leave that one there, I think.
Inarin Yarde Crowfair.
Nice, that works really well.
I want their heads! Anvalmen order!
Okay, now let's use a slinger, and we'll attack that one, and that one. That's got it down to 9. Okay.
Neve! They're getting close! Devils take all, help me!
That works out so well. That should probably see us through the battle, actually. So what are you down to now? 7. That's good. That's very, very good. Now then, what should we do here? Would like to... Well, actually, there's not much point in taking that out. I want to focus more on taking out the Nazcar guys. I'm just wondering... Well, he's going to pass soon. So what should I play that I'm not too bothered about? Actually, I could pass right now. I think that's probably the way to go. Yeah.
Barbarians.
Okay. Yes, now he's a bit fragile here. Oh, I've lost them traps, so that's really, really sad. That was working out really well. Okay, now I quite like this actually. You're not going to be too much use. Let's try swapping you.
Neve!
Oh, okay, there we go.
We must hold on a bit longer.
You're down to 7, aren't you? Okay, so let's take these 2 out. And this one. The last one there. That should put him down to 5. You're down to 5 now, right? Okay, so we need to destroy 5 more of these. Could move them back with a slinger, take this out too. That might be quite a nice way to go. Is there any way I can do more damage to them? Or I could use that as well. But let's move them, let's keep them on the back row. Okay. Oh, I could take them out with this actually, let's do that. Nice. Let's go down to 3. Let's destroy 3 more. Okay, so I could push them back again. That might be quite a good way to go. Just keep them on the back foot.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
To thee, Nigloire!
Okay, got to destroy these. Got to destroy them. I think I can. I think I can do it. So let's use a slinger. Destroy these 2. And then use this.
No! Chase!
Got it.
Ha ha ha! It worked! Now retreat to the tunnel!
With their forces combined, the rulers managed to hold the old town long enough for Demaretta to bear the king's offspring, a healthy, hardy boy. When the midwife slapped the infant, his scream carried above the roar of battle. Soon afterwards, the defenders abandoned the walls and left the city through a secret tunnel. The Nilfgaardians, furious that not one but 2 northern sovereigns were among the escapees, razed Aldersberg to the ground.
Thank you. If not for you, the devils would have devoured us.
I should say it was nothing. But the truth is, I need your aid.
Aid? But you see, my army is no more. I must pull back, regroup.
Pull back? Where to? The golden sun flies over your entire realm.
To Redania, to take shelter at the court there.
And then? Will you sit and watch the fool juggle apples as Nilfgaard parcels all Aedirn out to its settlers?
Meve, one must know when to fold and when to double down. Nilfgaard has stretched the front. Winter will soon be here. Let the costs claw away at them. A year, 2, then we strike. And we shall prove the Empire is a colossus with feet of clay.
Coward.
You're a coward, Demavend. A common coward.
Perhaps so. But mind, courage alone wins no wars. Soldiers do. And Nilfgaard simply has many more.
I can't live like that.
So what shall you do instead?
Fight on. Until I win. Or the black-clad curs tear me apart.
Gods, such pity I have for your husband. The poor man must have had a rough go of it.
He seemed content with his life while it lasted. Yet I'm serious, Demavend, in my request. You truly won't aid me. Provide nothing at all.
Okay, royal decree.
I will tell my men whoever so wishes can join your party and fight on. But please, curb your excitement. They are tired. Few will choose the path of greater resistance. But, are you familiar with the saying, when at wit's end, a dwarf's your friend?
Yes, it and many others. Yet as much as I appreciate folk wisdom, I prefer facts to philosophy at the moment. Preferably facts relevant to my situation.
How about this? Mahakam is but a week's ride from here. And there you'll find thousands of dwarves armed to the teeth. Enough to turn the tides of this war, I venture.
Yes, they could. If not for another fact. That the dwarves have always been famously indifferent to strife between humans. They'll never come to my aid. Bah! I doubt they'll even let me into their land.
Unless you owe them this. The Leaden Ring. A token of amity given to me by the Elder-in-Chief. That's not to say they'll welcome you with open arms. But they will hear you out. And that is something.
Dwarven infantry I'd make good use of. I shall do as you say. Or at least try.
Good. And to ease your journey somewhat, I'll give you as your guide the best man, or rather woman, for the task. Rayla!
Yes, Your Grace?
You've been to Mahakam with me many times. You know their paths. Take Queen Meve and her party there.
If it be your wish, my king, I shall obey.
I'll send messengers ahead that the dwarfs may expect your arrival. Until then, good luck, Meve. And may we one day waltz upon the grave of our foe, Emperor Emir.
May it be so. Just as long as I get to lead.
Ah, of course. Farewell, Queen.
Meve left Aldersberg in ill spirits. Rather than provide the help she had hoped for, Demavend had merely sent her on to Mahakam. Her way west was lit first by the glow of a burning city, then by the smoldering remains of charred villages by the roadside. It was clear the war against Nilfgaard had taken a bitter turn. Each stranger was now treated as an enemy, and the customarily hospitable Aedirnians slammed their doors at anyone's approach. The party's morale was somber as well, and did not even improve with the first sight of mountains looming in the distance. Wandering among the ashes, Meve entered the dwarves' domain. Along perilously steep paths, Black Rayla led the Queen and company towards Mahakam, the dwarven homeland. There, among snow-capped peaks, someone awaited.
Rayla, you brought straight...
Gabor, I present to you Maeve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia.
Ah, a queen. Crivens. Well then,
A large shadow swept across the sky. The dwarf swallowed the rest of his greeting as all raised their gazes to see a dragon soar swiftly toward Mount Carbon.
Keltulus, dinna be afeard, he isn't a threat to us.
The dwarf had broken the silence gently, he himself quite familiar with this altogether unusual sight.
And now, sit yourselves down afore the pottage grows cold.
Aye. Oh, but... Fluke. Drake?
Stone shriveling marvel, innit? Makes you almost sad the lizards are dying out.
Should you not worry more about the fate of your brethren? That creature will soon have all Mahakam aflame.
Ha! Keltulus? No! He's lived here centuries. Harmless for the most part. Now, your grace. A taste?
No, none. Though your offer of repast I value, good sir.
Oh, no need of that. Gabor, please. Enchanted to make your acquaintance.
Gabor here's a true local notable, from one of Mahakam's leading clans, the Zigrins. But then he wouldn't be our guide if he wasn't. A guide for all important guests.
A pleasure. And as I said, I thank you for your hospitality, but I've no time to feast now. I must speak to your ruler at once.
Don't mean no offence, but Elder-in-Chief Bruverhoog's a recluse of sorts, as humans go. Didn't even meet the ones that wear crowns. But I suppose I could, meaning if you drafted a letter...
Her Majesty's got Demavend's signet, given willingly.
Ah. Well, that's a sheep of a different sort. We didn't let many human folk into Mahakam, and for good reason. So those who we let come through the second gate get blindfolded. Just after they've surrendered their arms at the first. But you've the leaden ring. Given one of your kind to confirm trust and amity. So, we're certain we can treat you as one of our own. Elder-in-Chief's in the pass visiting. Looking to his flock. Come on. No reason you two shouldn't jabber right quick.
Though the Lyrian infantry rose half an ell taller than the dwarf, he moved with remarkable ease through the waist-high snow, while those behind him slipped and stumbled on the ice-slick rocks. Maeve and Rayla trailed the party, so they might speak in private.
Okay, Gabor's Zigrin. Nice, a couple of new cards. Okay.
Rayla, your aid proved an unexpected bounty.
I received orders. I fulfilled them to their end.
My, I see. And what will you do now?
Our paths diverge, not more. I return home now, where new orders surely await.
Demavend has fled to the Redanian court, where he shall cower and not show his mug until spring has sprung. You know this. Prefer to remain in my ranks? Fight the Black Ones bound at the hip?
No, Your Grace.
Oh.
You have no love for me, do you?
We are not of the same stock, Your Grace, so it's hardly my place to...
Stock and place be ploughed. We must speak from our hearts. Two women, no enmity. Tell me why. I did something you could not abide.
It was what you did not do, rather. In Aedirn, you were far too lenient on those elves. As you are ever, prepared to forgive, extend clemency.
What would you have me do? Let you cleanse, rid the wood of all non-humans?
Wickedness demands wickedness. Blood calls for blood.
Very well, Rayla. Then go and drink of it if you must.
Lips pursed, eyes locked, Maeve and Rayla took each other's measure a last time. The warrior then bowed in a manner some might think excessively courtly, turned on her heel, and rode off down a slope. Neve gazed after her till she disappeared behind a snowbank, then gave her mount a solid dose of her heels, and rode on, irked as a hare in a briar patch.
Ah, nuts. Didn't know that was possible.
Your Grace,
Oh well.
I have a message. For your eyes only.
Who is this Grey Rider? He's sat in the tavern as well. Your Majesty, as promised, I am reporting to you on the situation in Lyria and Rivia. Your son is king in name only. True power is held by Count Caldwell and General Aedirn. From what I hear, both lust for soul control, thus conflict between them is inevitable. Soon Nilfgaard will start expelling peasants from the best lands of Lyria and Rivia and importing their own settlers to replace them. Willem tries to delay the process, but General Aedirn will not relent. Our prayers for your success, milady. Captain Tobias. Situation in Mahakam. Stable, unchanged for centuries. No evidence of internal opposition, open or covert. Power in Mahakam held by Elder-in-Chief Bruver Hug, ruler on behalf of clans. Warning, Hug extremely difficult negotiation partner. Tiresome to get him to sit down to talks. Deathly wearying to convince him to make even minor compromises. Only values good of Mahakam and its inhabitants. Appeals to anything else leading nowhere. During present war, Mahakam maintains strict neutrality, trades with both Nilfgaard and Northern Realms. Could be a tricky one. Let's have a look at our map here then. Wow, cool. Look at this. That's awesome. Oh, it's huge. Oh, alright. Cool, cool, cool. So, next, just before we stop, let's have a look at our new cards, shall we? I think we got a few. Yeah, let's have a look here. So what do we got? So the Royal Decree. Draw and play 2 Blitz units from your deck. Okay, extra 2 cards, not too bad. Do we have another one? Oh yeah, here, there we go. Gabor Zigrin. Spawn and play... deploy, spawn and play Gabor, left hook or Gabor bottomless pockets. Gabor left hook, deploy, damage a unit by 10. If it was destroyed, deal any remaining damage to another unit. Play 1 trinkets from your deck. Pretty good. You're going in. Otherwise, I think we'll leave it as is for now. So let's also... Oh, we got stuff to do in there as well. Okay, well, let's have a look at our upgrades we can now do. Units will take up 25% less of the recruit cap. That's nice. And we've got everything else. Decrease gold. Each unit gains 1 armor at start of battle. Wow. That's really good. So that's looking pretty promising. So do that and then that. That's pretty cheap as well. Just need a lot of wood. Training grounds, we got everything. What's this last one? Enables you to trade gold for wood or recruits as well as wood for gold. Oh, okay. And the workshop. Ooh, what's that? Pitfall Trap Plus. Yeah, we'll be looking at that too. But for now, I think I'm probably going to do these, because that 1 armor at start of battle, that could be really nice, but we'll do that later. Lots of people there, but no Rayla around.
Isbel? Apologies. Thoughts consume me sometimes. Is there something you need?
Since we left Aedirn, you've seemed unsettled. Is all in order?
I've seen many wars in my time. All ugly, all repulsive. But what the Imperials did at Aldersberg was... it was unforgivable.
Nilfgaard. That's what it does, Isbel. They seek here to repeat the rape of Sintra, the slaughter there.
Yes, I saw that. I was there. And at Sodden.
Then you know of what they're capable.
After Sodden, I took an oath never to take part in another war. Such suffering, such hatred, senseless, all those deaths.
Senseless deaths? Our troops sacrificed their lives in defense of their homeland, loved ones.
I must believe there's a better way. Forgive me, Mum. I must gather my thoughts. Never mind about me, though. I shall perform my duties to my utmost, as ever, as always.
You speak with my soldiers a good deal. Said so yourself. I'd like to know what about.
Corporal Larkin, ma'am. Do you know him? Captain Oisin, perhaps? Or Lieutenant Tegan?
Of course I know them. Among my best. They've served me loyally for years.
You know them. But did you know that in fleeing Lyria, the corporal left behind a newborn daughter? His wife was in confinement when you gave the order to march. The corporal could not go to see them. And true, the captain has no wife, no child. But he's not seen his brother in 5 years. Never once been granted leave. Your General Odo's orders always taking precedence.
Allow me to guess. You shall now tell me Tegan abandoned his sick mother to follow me.
No, ma'am. Count Caldwell's men murdered the lieutenant's kin. Retaliation for his joining your rebellion. He learned of this just recently.
Enough. You've made your point. Yet even were I to order them to return, they wouldn't. They know they've got nothing to go home to while Nilfgaard occupies our land. Duty calls. I must go.
Of course. Should you need me, I'll be here.
Yes, Your Grace?
How go things, Reynard? You and Gascon get along now, I hope.
Well, you might say we've established a certain rapport, Your Grace.
Tell me more, friend.
I don't pry into his affairs, nor he into mine.
I'd prefer it if my commanders worked together more closely.
Your Grace, the man's a brigand.
Oh, Reynard. He was a brigand.
I must yes, he stopped thieving for now, but only because it's convenient, so to speak. Gascon isn't a changed man. He still hasn't an ounce of honor, dignity.
Yet he has a unit of armed men, without which we'd be much worse off. Might not even have survived.
Agreed. The Strays are excellent fighters. I'd be the first to admit it. I only fear they might turn on us. Leap at our throats when we least expect it.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Hey ho, how's my favourite queen in the north?
You and Reynard, do you get along?
Like a cat and a hound. Get it? 'Cause they call me.
Yes, your jests are easily understood. Far more difficult to enjoy.
That's probably true, in your royal high and mightiness's case.
Will you answer my question?
We get along because we must. Though it'd be far easier if he pulled the lance from his arse.
Haven't heard a truer word in a long while.
What was that?
Nothing. It's time I attended to other matters. Farewell.
Yes, milady?
You choose not to follow your king, Xavier. Why?
To fight in the field, with you. This was my wish.
But what of your home? Rosberg must be rebuilt. Engineers are needed.
I have no kin in Rosberg. No soul left for me there. All I've left is revenge.
I understand. Other matters await my attention. We shall speak later.
As you wish, my lady.
Your Grace, I need to speak with your quartermaster. Excuse my Elvish, but I can't drink that goat's piss he serves us.
Reynard's doing, no doubt. He doesn't like the men to drink too much.
To be blunt, ma'am, what Reynard himself needs is to get good and bloated for once in his stiff life. So, I have a proposal for you. A shipment of the best dwarven mead and lager. I can arrange for you to arrive. Trust me, the men's morale's nae like to be a problem when they pour a bit of fire in their guts.
Yep, go for it.
Good point. Very well.
For the men, of course, for the
Give
morale.
my thanks, dear Queen. A few more days of that and I'd have been lapping up puddle water.
I trust you'll arrange the details.
Of course, no worries. You didn't ken how happy a dwarf you've made me. Ah, right. And the men too, of course.
You're a Zigrin, are you not? I know the name. One of your clan slew the dragon Ockvist.
Aye. You're thinking of Yarpen. Cousin of my cousin. Left Mahakam when I was but a wee snot. Decent enough dwarf, but never could conform to our basic tenets and laws. Though, admittedly, we've so damn many it's hard to keep them from leaking out your ears.
Is it that bad?
I'll put it this way. Among human folk, you can't steal, brawl, murder. All the basics. In Mahakam, we've got laws about how to braid our beards. But I'm no one to complain. The Zilgrins are well-to-do, one of the richer clans. Got more than enough goods to suit our needs. Though, we've got some bads as well.
What do you mean?
Bah! Nae worth your time. I didn't mean to bother you. Sides, best to jabber of such things over a cold pint. Or keg?
Your elder. I'd like to know more. Do tell me about him, please.
One tough horseman, Brewer. Stubborn as an old goat, as you'll soon see for yourself. All in all, though, he's nae as scary as some say. Been keeping the clans in check for some 2 centuries now. Which is nae a small feat, I might add, no.
No conflicts between them all this time. Are you certain?
I can't tell if you're jesting. At each other's throats each day they are. Breckenrigs despise the Chives. Dalbergs would scratch out the Hoog's eyes given half the chance. As for us, we hate them arse-licking foxes. But Brewer's got his ways, keeps each yen in line. If not for him, Mahakam would have fallen to bits ages past.
Why?
Round 150 years ago, when the elves were fighting that hopeless war against your folk, the Elder-in-Chief ordered the pass to Mahakam sealed tight. If it weren't for that, we'd have ended up like the pointy ears. As it was, we waited for the shite storm to abate. Didn't open the pass and stretch your leg in till it was safe.
Yes, I remember. The manufacturers in Rivia have yet to recover.
With all due respect, Your Grace, your workshops forge utter crap. It's nae our fault that human folk prefer dwarven goods. Basic market principles, that's all it is.
Lightened, Gabor. Thank you. We shall return to this conversation later.
No skin of...
Was there more to that one?
Always good to see the Queen.
No,
We
okay.
shall return to this conversation.
No skin of...
Alright, so we're all caught up there. So next time we'll start exploring Mahakam. Until then, take it easy.